7th of July.
Yes, 7th of July. Fine. So it is towards the end of the semester. Maybe your exams are approaching in the next month. So you are all has to be very specific, time constraint and time limited and focusing on the subject, correct? And I hope you all got vaccinated. Once you all got vaccinated before this day, and you have to come with the online classes, sorry, offline classes. You will be joining offline classes, okay students? So to proceed with the class, I'm towards the verge of completion of the fourth module. So we started with way from the foundation construction, different masonry construction. Then we started with the different type of ferrocement applications and wide range of applications, and how it can work, how versatile the ferrocement application is, can also be seen and learned about it. So continuing with that, yesterday we started with the different types of roof construction. So one of the type, what was I asked regarding the circular type of construction. Am I correct? The slab construction, circular type of slab construction. Yes or no? Circular type of circular slab construction. Have you heard of it, or have you looked at any time anywhere in the construction? There are many type of roof type construction other than RCC. We can go with a wall construction, or we can go with a dome construction, thatch roof construction, and many more types of constructions are available. But still people are stick on with the RCC type of construction because of its durability and possibility of construction above the RCC floor with a rectangular type of construction. Even circular type of construction is also encouraged, but it has been limited at limited places. But one has to learn as a design engineer how to design a circular slab, also as a civil engineer to know about it. Okay. To continue with, yesterday we were talking about the filler slab. Am I correct? We were talking about the filler slab. What is the advantage of filler slab, students? Filler slab. Filler slab. What do you mean by filler slab? Filler slab, students? You remember yesterday we were discussing about the filler slabs where the compression, you can see here the concrete in the tension zone will be removed. This portion of concrete will be removed in the tension zone and will be replaced with the filler blocks. The blocks can be of any type. What are the different types of blocks you have seen? It can be brick bats or it can be a stabilized mud blocks. Very commonly filler slabs could be stabilized mud blocks. Stabilized mud blocks are the most preferential blocks that could be used as a filler blocks. This is a longitudinal section and you can see the main reinforcement running, and practically you can see the orientation of the blocks within the reinforcement cage. So the filler slabs are one type of slabs which can be preferred because they save. How much amount of concrete it saves? What is the amount of concrete it saves? It says how much amount of concrete, students? Yesterday we discussed 25% of concrete will be saved, which is equal to the 25% of money will be saved towards your construction. So preferable because it gives a high durability, strength and stiffness equivalent to your concrete slabs. Concrete slabs. So now moving on to the filler slabs, we can discuss with the composite beam and panel roof. Composite beam and panel roof is the second type of roof available. Composite beam and panel roof. First type is the filler slab roof. Filler slab roof. First type is a filler slab roof. And the second type is composite beam and panel roof. Okay, composite beam and panel roofs. So by word only it is a composite. Why it is composite? It is a mix of two materials. It is a composition of two materials, right? Beam and a panel. Panel is what? It's a precast. Panel means you should get a picture of one rectangular element. One rectangular element. You should get a picture of a panel as rectangular element. Okay, this is a panel and with a beam. So you find the beams being placed along with the panels. Along with the panels, you can see the beams are placed. Not huge size beams, students. It can be a ISMB steel beams also can be possible to place. You can see this picture. You can see this picture, students, where this is the precast slabs. These are the precast slabs. These are the precast slabs. You can see here, these are the precast slabs. Slabs are arranged, but how they are connected? They are connected by the beams, which are again a precast beam. But how to tie up between the slab and the beam? It is very difficult to tie up. You should have a shear connectors. You should have a shear connectors. Why, students, a shear connector is required? Why, students, a shear connector is required? Why, students, a shear connector is required at this point? Because the failure at this point is only it can shear off at the section. It can shear off. So you should have a shear connectors. You should have a shear connectors to protect against shear. To protect against shear. This is the type of precast beam panel roof composite, where the beams are being cast in situ. Already cast. The panel will be already cast. Then they are placed together. So let us go to the lines of what we can understand more about beam panel roof. So cost of roof flooring system is significant in the total cost of building. Means it is normally conventional to the concrete slab. It is required as equal to the concrete slab because these materials are being cast in situ and been hired or purchased to the and transported to the site of construction. Why many students are very late today to the class? Developing an alternating roof system which is cost effective and energy efficient is only the challenging task. This is what I am telling students. Energy efficient. When we are talking about energy efficient, it is nothing but IGBC and LEED. IGBC and LEED. These are the two agencies which are back of energy efficient level, because you have to get certified from the IGBC and LEED, telling that their buildings are low energy consumables. It is very difficult. So in that, composite beam and panel is the one type of roof which will contribute towards the energy efficiency of the building. Simple fabrication techniques are coupled with efficient use of materials can lead to structural efficient roofing system. Yes, you can tell that, madam, how it can be, because cast we have to get this as cast in C2 as a material from the casting yard, and beam is also being available, is not here which we construct, it is also been from the cast in situ yard. We have to assemble, which may be costly. No, students, it is not so. It is cost effectively being constructed. These panels and the beams are being cost is effectively being constructed. Okay. So because the panels which will be used for the construction may be used with the composites of with the composite of concrete, the conventional concrete, maybe the cement and the lime mixture may be added, or cement or any other fly ash, or there may be any some substitution taking place towards the cement or towards the fine aggregate or towards the coarse aggregate. Okay, so that way alternative materials are being used in the production of panels. So it is contributing low energy. that is contributing towards a low energy or energy efficient members or elements. Okay, so which is called as, and they are structurally efficient, they can take up the more load. Composite beam and panel roof, in one such system wherein the beams and panels can prefabricated and assembled into roof system with a minimal formwork without the use of heavy equipment. This is very, very important. Minimal formwork. Formwork, I said, you know, student, yesterday we discussed about the My1 formwork. My1 formwork is a very costly formwork because My1 itself, it is like constructing a house. My1, as you saw in the video, My1 itself is constructing a house, isn't it? But My1 formwork is again a costly. Definitely the formwork is very costly, students. So this composite beam and panel roof is contributing towards the minimum use of formwork, and heavy machinery is being avoided. So as earlier I said, the roofs are lighter because the precast panel members are being cast using your alternate materials. Shushmita has some problem to log in, I think. And structurally more efficient. Yes, it can take up the load efficiently when compared to solid reinforced concrete, that is RCC. It can take up the load. That way you have to design them. Students, I tell you, it is not only the RCC today. You have various types of roof available. You have to learn. There's no other go, students. There's no other go. The design aspect is very, very important. You cannot go for an interview just preparing what is RCC and all that. No. You have to open your reference books. The reference books will give you more idea, more knowledge to learn about things. Okay, students, don't waste your time just doing nothing. You please put your hard work and learn more, grasp more knowledge. This period is very essential. What is the concept involved? It is a simple concept. The roofing system consists of panel and beams precast separately. That is what we told. The panel is being taken and the beams have been also been taken in place. They are connected together. By the shear connectors. You find the shear connectors. These types of roofing systems can be broadly grouped into two types: flat panel roof and curved panel or jack arch roof, based on shape and geometry of the panel. A flat panel roof and curved panel roof or the jack arch roof. There are varieties of composite beams and panel. Students, in composite beam and panel you find jack arch roof. You may find types. Flat panel roof. Second one is curved panel roof, and third one is curved or jack arch. I'll show you the video of jack arch roof based on the geometry. It's a simple figure. Now I'll play a video, students, regarding the jack arch roof construction, which is very much been in practice at different places. Jack arch roof. It is very easy construction. There's no like highly sophisticated and all, nothing doing, students. Nothing doing. Like, you find this 3 minutes video. Let us play this jack arch roof. Yeah, this is the video of jack arch. You can see this is at IISc, students. This is at Indian Institute of Science. This is a roof, jack arch roof, which is being cast there. You can see the beams. Can you see the beams and the roof? Jack arch roof. Arch shape of roof are being provided. Arch shape. Can you see the arch shape, students? Can you see the arch shape? And this is the beams. These are the beams. It can be cement beams or different, any material beams can be used. So first you will be casting the beams in place. Then you will be constructing the arches using the stabilized mud blocks or the bricks. See how neatly it has come up. There is no much of RCC required, students. RCC is not required. So electrical connection can be gathered. The panel connection, electrical connection, grouting is going on to conduct with the go about with the connections, wire connections. Some cutting is taking place, grooving to improve the groove. See, this is the type of grooving you get after you cut. So such type of roofing facilities are available in India, and with us we have to utilize. We have to showcase people telling, "Arey Baba, it is not only RCC. Something like this is also existing in India with us. You please apply, use." No, no, no. I want to make a construction one more on the floor. You stop them. It is not only money is not the life. You have to retain the resources, available resources for future also. See how beautiful this looks, students. Very beautiful. It's only the beams are being cast, then arches are being developed. Brick arches, not concrete arch. Right? And the beams are not that thick. You have to slender beam, design a slender beam. You have to design a slender beam. This is a close look. You can see. Can you see, students? Students? Students?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Please make an observation, and please, you have to propagate this value of construction to people outside. See, now they are filling up. It gives a very good, pleasant look. In our campus also, our management, our secretaries doing such type of construction, students. We have beautiful stabilized mud block construction taken up in the campus, and we are constructing number of elements within the campus. When you come over here during your offline class, I'll take you to the campus visit and you can view them. You can really view them. So this is called as beam panel roof construction. Panel can be an arch type or it can be precast type. Did you follow, students? What is beam panel roof construction? Yes, students. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay, thank you. Now we'll move on to the further. Next type is dooms and walls. What are dooms and walls? Dooms you would have come across, you would have visited a number of old kingdom days, like monuments, some kingdoms, palaces and all that, wherein dooms are being constructed. Walls you may come across very, very rarely, very, very rarely. So we'll be discussing about dooms and walls construction, and even this dooms and walls construction are very good, very, very good and appreciable, and encourage people to do the doom construction. I think I've run this video long time before, doom construction. I'll run this video now so that you can understand more. You can do it very easily, you can do it. Block doom construction. See how beautifully it is being done, students. And you can do as a project. You can come up with such a doom in our campus. Small dooms you can find in our campus construction. You can definitely do. We can construct our own blocks in the campus and use those blocks and construct a doom like this. It's a small penthouse, something like that you can. So what they are doing? First they are taking up the foundation, started the construction with the concrete blocks. Then they started with the arch or the dome construction. Phone ಮಾಡಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮುಂದಿನ ಸರ್ ಮೋಲ್ಡ್ ಸಿಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. See how beautifully it has come up, how easily, and it doesn't take much time of duration. Duration is very much minimum for the construction purpose. So this is advisable, students. It is advisable for anybody to pick up the type of construction, dome construction, and there's no sophisticated instruments as much of required, right? You don't find any much instruments moving around, right? It's only the blocks and the people are required, and scaffolding also you don't find much. So brick masonry is often cheaper than concrete since it is produced using lesser quantity of cement. Yes, why it is cheap, Kane? It is low in cost. Why? Because cement is not utilized. If a structure has predominantly compressive stresses, masonry is indeed advantageous. See students, if you are going for a compressive element which is taking up the compressive load, it is advisable to go with the masonry construction. It's an ordinary masonry construction. A properly designed vault or dome, vault construction. Yeah, I'll show you. Vault is nothing but something like spherical or dome, not dome shape, but curved shape construction, but for a longer span, or long span. It can be used for a long span. 1 second. Yes. Will develop negligible small tensile stresses. See, I said, this is only preferable to take up compressive stresses, dooms and walls. The vault and dooms are also advantageous in area of high rainfall or intense summer and winter conditions. Thus, the current functional and architectural interests seem to encourage a strong revival of vault and dome construction in India, right? So all this we can go through it. Now, to understand more, the advantage is very important. The advantage of masonry construction for these lies in the fact that formwork can be avoided. Yes, definitely. There's no formwork being used in the construction of dooms and walls. That is what I'm telling you. Students, pick up this as a project, your project. You can think that there's no formwork. The very low cost investment project this will be. And you please advise others also. See, Baba, we have done like this. You can also do it, is my concern to all citizens. You have to tell this to every citizen or everyone you meet across. Yes, you can go with this type of construction. You stop your RCC. You decrease the energy level. That should be your motto. Again, there are possibilities of combining masonry and reinforcement. If somebody is not satisfied, right, they are not satisfied with the type of construction, they can always merge with the reinforcement. A thin layer of nominal reinforcement concrete over the under reinforced or unreinforced masonry can be used to increase the performance, right? So, but what is the disadvantage? Whenever there is an advantage, there is a disadvantage. One of the principal disadvantage of unreinforced masonry is its inability to handle stresses due to differential settlements. Yes, this is very major type of a major disadvantage. It cannot take up any settlements, any type of settlements going up with the or experiencing with the dooms or walls. Reinforced masonry of a masonry reinforced concrete composite can mitigate this problem to greater extent. When you are mixing up with or composite masonry with a RCC, definitely then I can take care of this differential stresses. Differential stresses can be easily handled. It can be easily handled. I need not worry. So if I'm going for less stress values coming across, then it is very easy to go with the construction of dooms and walls. But there is a possibility of some differential stresses coming upon. It is always advisable to mix up with the masonry with some amount of concrete. Some amount of concrete is also required, isn't it? Now let us understand construction of the domes. How to construct a dome? So it is very easy, students, to construct a dome. A masonry spherical dome can be often be constructed without using any formwork. We need a mechanism by which the position of each brick is being precisely determined. This can be done if a rod or a wire can be used to fix the brick location. The rod and the wire is being connected to a center of the dome through spherical joint and fixed to the ground. For this, I can show the other video telling how to construct the domes with the dimensions taken. Construction of domes. I'll take construction. Construction of domes. Here it is. It's yeah. There's some hand. We have to wait till it gets over. Yes, I'll skip it. Yes, this is one of the, yes, you can see here, students, before and after. So this is the opening, what they have planned for the house construction, the marking of the stick and the tile, right? So they are taking the point center of the circle and tying a thread across, measuring the radius throughout, locating the center of the circle. Locating the center of the circle throughout. Right? Equal distance, it has to check. They are checking at the equal distance. Equal distance at every point. At every point. It should not deviate. So, but you should be precise, accurate. So, finding the center of the circle by adjusting the position of the stake. Okay. So, circle out. For an opening of circular opening, it is very difficult to find the circle and set up the circle. Once you fix it, you are not supposed to move that stick, student. It should be permanent there. I mean, it is a point of reference for you. So that is how you start your construction. See, as a layman, he doesn't know. He is not educated like you, but he constructs the dooms so easily. Fix the position of stake so center can be fixed. So they are fixing up the stick position. Now they start constructing. They continue to construct. See, it is coming with a circular shape. It is very neatly. It is coming up, and you can pick this as a project. When you are there in the offline, you can take up this project. So they are continuing to do, and see every point they are marking the radius, whether inside or outside or midpoint, but you have to keep that one as a reference. It should be meeting the necessary dimension for the radius. Perforated bricks they have used. Ninth layer, they are coming up with the ninth layer. See how beautiful it is covering. It's easy now, students. What do you say? What do you say, students? What do you say? What is your thoughts? You can share your thoughts here. Yes? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
You can do it, right? Definitely you can, and you should do it. Coming to the offline class, you have to do it. That is what being told here. This can be done if a rod or a wire can be used to fix the brick location. The rod and the wire is to be constructed to the center of the room through a spherical joint and fixed to the ground. That is how they are used, and the stick and the string. This is the diagram of spherical diagram or the schematic diagram. Schematic diagram of the spherical masonry dome. If you are constructing from the ground, standing at the ground, correct? If you are standing at this point of the ground, you have to construct a spherical dome like this shape. Then you have to connect the center here and take the string, move the string all around. There in the video, they were constructing on the first floor. Here you are constructing at the ground floor. So this is the radius. Radial diameter has to be checked at every point. Only 2 people are required for the construction. I've seen this type of construction very quickly, and they are very skilled. They can do it very easily. Very easily. Coming to the next, walled construction. So before proceeding, I'll take up this small video of walled construction, students, which is very much important for you to understand more about walled construction. This is walled construction. This is around 18 minutes without steel and shuttering. There's no need of any steel and shuttering is required for the construction of the walls. See, this is one of the wall which is being constructed at India Institute of Science. I'll go back. I'll stop here. This is our wall construction. It can span to a greater length. This is what I was telling. It can span to a greater length. This is tribal wall versus other masonry walls. Multiple layers, staggered joints, in-plane behavior, all that you can see here. How to build is a question. How to construct, derive the wall geometry. We have to derive wall geometry. We have to identify what type of curve, whether it's a parabola or elliptical or catenary or segment type. We have to decide. Catenary is the curve that is a hanging chain. So type of curve. Hooke's law hangs the flexible line but not inverted. Will stand the line. Rise ratio, span. So all that is with the design part. I'll not go with the design construction. So these are the tools required. And this is at the campus of India Institute of Science, which has taken up. I'll go a little back once again. People are working here. See, you can see here. See, they have constructed two walls. On that wall, they have made a arch, jack arch. Not a mold, not a, what do you say, a formwork, a temporary formwork to start with the construction. Now altogether, this is a jack arch. So vault is being, this is the vault construction taking up. So many people can stand on that very easily. Temporary arch supports for the guide steps. You can see this is a jack arch being constructed. See students, you why I'm showing all this, it is required for your awareness. Awareness is very much required. You are still in the world of concrete. It is not that you have to come away from the world of concrete. There are many materials existing on this earth and you can modify them and construct and take up in a beautiful shape. Right? This is a wall being constructed using jack arches. Jack arches is that steel form. You can see the steel forms. These steel forms are used on which the wall will be constructed. Very quickly, they are doing it very quickly, students. See, they are using some tiles, not a brick also, tiles, a very lightweight material. And you should be very specific and precisely doing it. One cannot take away the time and just easily start doing it. No, no, no. One has to be very precise with the type of construction on the walls. And I tell you students, I advise you, you have to take such type of projects in your final year. Something I'll move a little. See, you can see here, he completes one portion of the vault. And he extends to continue. See, I don't require any sophisticated machines like your JCB and all that, no concreting, nothing. My surroundings will be as clean. In a good environment, the construction is taken up. And hardly I require any people, hardly. And the material supply will be very quick. I need not wait for RMC to come and do concreting. No, 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 not necessary. So this way it goes on, students, and I tell you again and again, you have to do such type of projects. Okay, so coming back, the construction of masonry walls. Traditionally, circular walls have been constructed using a formwork for the entire structure. On the other hand, Nubian vault permits construction without the formwork. Nubian vault. That is what we have seen now. A mobile formwork is the one which we saw now, just now. Cable end walls. They are the cable end walls fabricated. They are fabricated for a length of 1 meter. That is what you saw here, the steel which he was using, which he was using for the construction of the vault. You can see here, I'll go a little back. I'll see the steel cage. Show the steel cage. I think you have seen that steel cage on which he was constructing the vault. I'm not finding on the video, students. I hope you had made a note of it. Okay, that is called as gable end walls. End walls will be constructed in between which the 1 meter width of mobile formwork will be running. On that mobile formwork, I'll be constructing using the tiles or the bricks. Something like this. This is called as the formwork. A portion of the wall is constructed to rest partly on the end wall and partly on the formwork. So initially, to start with, you find the construction of wall taking place on the either end, right? Later it will be start moving. The formwork is lowered after 24 hours and moved laterally to extend the previous day work. That is what we see. We saw that guy doing the construction on the formwork. This formwork can be moved into the next 1 meter, but after 24 hours. So finally you will get this type of pictures. You can see here this type of walls you may get. The wall construction proceeds in this manner till the other end is reached. The variation of the moving formwork was attempted by having two arch-shaped templates kept parallel to each other with a distance of about 17 meters separating the two. See, as you saw in this, the formwork was used for 1 meter width. But if I can change the shape of the formwork, isn't it? I can change the shape of the formwork. So it is possible to have a different shape of walls can be obtained depending upon the template of the formworks. By rotating the hinge position, the span should be reduced and the template can be brought down. In this system, a portion of the vault is built using two templates as support. The inner template is then moved and placed in the front of the outer template. If this is a process where two templates are being used, or the two formworks. If you don't understand is a template, two formworks of different shapes are being used for the construction of the vault. In this mode construction, the vault is always supported on a gable wall. Gable wall means, as you saw in the first picture at Indian Institute of Science, where people were standing on the gable wall. It was supported by the wall on the either end. This is the gable wall. So the versatility of the gable wall the versatility of the vault is you can use the formwork, two types of formworks. Formwork can be used and it can be moved parallelly. It has to be moved parallelly. And some portions are there which can be spanning, like because two formworks are there, it has to move along the gable wall, which will be supported to the gable wall by the hinges. Okay. Did you follow, students? Did you follow? Any question from your end? Students?
No, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Then with this, if you don't have any doubts, I can close up this module 4. Module 4 I can close up, and in the next class I'll be moving with your next module. Is that okay, or some revision is required on module 4? Yes, students? Students?
Okay.
I can move on to the next module, or is that you require any revision or something like that? You have to
Next
speak.
module.
Next module. Okay, fine. We can move with the next module. Is that okay with all? With all, everybody? Yes. Now please answer your attendance. Then once you finish with your attendance, you can leave the class. Okay? Thank you all. Kishan Kumar, Naveen, Pawan,
Present, ma'am.
Raghuchandan,
Present, ma'am. Present, ma'am.
is there? Chetan Kumar,
Present, ma'am.
Darshan, Navneet, Aditya,
Present, ma'am.
Akshay K,
Present, ma'am. Present, ma'am.
Ambikavi,
Present, ma'am.
Arjunan,
Present, ma'am.
Balchandra,
Present, ma'am.
Balaji,
Present, ma'am.
Banates, Bhumika, Chiragauda, Dhanush Gauda, Dhanushar,
Present, ma'am.
Geeta,
Present, ma'am.
Gururaj, Hari Prasad,
Present, ma'am.
Harshit, Kaushik,
Present, ma'am.
Kirtana L, Kirtana PS,
Present, ma'am.
Kiran Kumar,
Present, ma'am.
Kishore,
Present, ma'am.
Lalit, Maheshar, Manoj M,
Present, ma'am.
Manoj Nandan,
Present, ma'am.
Mansoor,
Present, ma'am.
Meena, Nandish,
Present, ma'am.
Nandish Gauda,
Meena, present, ma'am.
Nandish
Present.
Gauda, Nayana, Nirup, Nivedita,
Present, ma'am.
Pooja,
Present, ma'am.
Prajwal, Prajwal S, Puneet, Nishant, Rabindas, Sachin,
Present, ma'am.
Chandu,
Present, ma'am.
Shavan,
Present, ma'am.
Shamani, Shirisha,
Present, ma'am.
Subhash, Suchitra,
Present, ma'am.
Gita, Tushar, Varshita,
Present, ma'am.
Varun, Varun Kumar KP, Yashashwini,
Present, ma'am.
Chandrasekhar, Manoj YK,
Present, ma'am.
Hilal Wahid, Mohsin Khan, Nisar, Momin Nisar, Mushalin Masjid,
Yes, ma'am.
Nityananda,
Yes, ma'am. Present, ma'am. Present, ma'am.
Shaker. Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Ma'am, Shravani present, ma'am.
Shravani present. Okay.
Phone hang ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ.
Fine. Then you can leave the class. Thank you all.
Varun KP, ma'am. Varun KP.
Varun KP. Yesterday, where were you, Varun KP?
Yesterday not feeling well, ma'am.
Okay. Fine. Thank you. Thank you all.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.